Hello and welcome. The equation on the board may look quite hard, but it's very easy to solve, provided you know exactly what to do. Now, to solve this equation, we are going to call this quantity on the left-hand side u, and we are going to call this quantity on the right-hand side v. And of course, you know that this original equation tells us that u is equal to v. Now, when we raise u to power 5, we have that u to power 5 is equal to x cubed minus 6x squared plus 9x. And when we raise v to power 3, we have that v cubed is equal to x to power 5 plus 6x squared minus 9x. Now, when we add these two equations, we have that u to the power 5 plus v cubed is equal to this plus this, that is x cubed plus x to the power 5. Now, of course, you know that minus 6x squared plus 6x squared is going to give us 0. You also know that 9x minus 9x is going to give us 0. So we basically have that this is equal to that. Now remember that from the original equation, we have that u is equal to v. That means that we can write this equation as u to power 5 plus u to power 3 because u is equal to v is equal to x to power 5 plus x to power 3. Now compare both sides of this equation. U to power 5, x to power 5 plus u to power 3, x to power 3. So that simply means that u is equal to x. So now that we know that u is equal to x, that simply means that x cubed minus 6x squared plus 9x, that is u, is equal to x. To get rid of this, what we do is to raise both sides of this equation to power 5. So we raise this to power 5 and this to power 5. Of course, you know that this is going to take care of that. And we have that x cubed minus 6x squared plus 9x is equal to x to power 5. Now we can factorize this expression on the left-hand side. We have a common factor, which is x. So x into x cubed divided by x is x squared. Minus 6x squared divided by x is minus 6x. And of course, 9x divided by x is plus 9. And this is equal to x to power 5. Now, we can further factorize this. Since the coefficient of x squared is 1, all we have to do is to find the factors of plus 9 that add up to minus 6. And of course, you know that those factors are going to be minus 3, because minus 3 times minus 3 is going to give us plus 9, while minus 3 is going to give us minus 6. So we have x multiplied by x minus 3 squared is equal to x to the power 5. And rearranging this equation, we have that x to power 5 minus x times x minus 3 squared is equal to 0. Now, once more, we have a common factor between these two, which is x. So this is x into x to power 5 divided by x is x to power 4. And x times this divided by x is going to give us x minus 3 squared. And this is equal to 0. Now, of course, from here, you can see that either x is equal to 0. So we have that x is equal to 0. Or this is equal to 0. So we have that x to power 4 minus x minus 3 squared is equal to 0. But of course, you can see the difference of two squares because of course, you know that this can be written as x to the power 2 times 2 minus x minus 3 squared is equal to 0. And you remember how we factorize the difference of two squares. When we have a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a minus b multiplied by a plus b. In this case, a is x squared, while b is x minus 3. So when we factorize the left-hand side of this equation, we have x squared minus x minus 3 multiplied by x squared plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. And simplifying this, we have x squared minus x. Minus minus is plus 3. Here we have x squared plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. So to find the values of x, all we have to do is to solve the two equations. X squared minus x plus 3 is equal to 0. And x squared plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now, I don't think that this first quadratic equation has real roots, but let us be sure. Let us check the discriminant. We have that the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. Now, of course, b is minus 1. That is the coefficient of x. So this is minus 1 squared. A is the coefficient of x squared, which is 1, and c is a constant term, which is 3. This is 1 minus 4 times 3 is 12. So this is minus 11. And of course, you know that when the discriminant of a quadratic equation is negative, then that quadratic equation has no real roots. So since we are only looking for the real values of x, this first equation is of no use to us. And from the second quadratic equation, we have x squared plus x is equal to, let us move this over to the right hand side. Now let us divide the coefficient of x by 2. Square it and add to both sides of this equation to complete the square on the left hand side. When we do that, we have x squared plus x plus half squared, and this is equal to 3 plus half squared. Now this is a perfect square. So we take one x and we take one half and we square, and this is equal to half squared is 1 over 4. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1, 13. So this is 13 over 4. Now we take square root of both sides of the equation. When we do that, we have that x plus half is equal to plus or minus the square root of 13 over 4. And of course, this is equal to plus or minus the square root of 13 over the square root of 4, which is equal to 2. And of course, from here, we have that x is equal to minus half plus or minus root 13 over 2. So the three values of x, real number values, that satisfy this equation are x equal to minus 1 plus root 13 over 2, x equal to minus 1 minus root 13 over 2, and the last one, x equal to 0. I've cleaned it out. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a thumbs up to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and you can see more videos here.